Hi, survivors. This is me, Prepper Zan, reporting to you. Hope you guys are doing well because what's going on in this world is not. I want to talk to y'all about how things are really ramping up for the worst. I don't know if you guys heard about what just happened overseas, and y'all know I have to be very, very careful of the words that I use, the words I choose. I have to choose them wisely. We're being heavily censored on these platforms, informing and updating the public about these tragedies that keep on occurring in a real manner, the way it should be reported and broadcast to people. But we're being censored. So we have to be very, very careful, and being wise is very important because you know you don't get a lot of this information. A lot of people are afraid, and they have every reason to bring out this type of content. So I want to be careful. So please follow me, and some things I might spell out. But in the last 24 hours, one of the leaders overseas, who's an ally to one of the leaders who's currently in a situation with the major battles. Though I'm using the word battle instead of the word that starts with W dash A dash R. One of his allies' daughter was killed in some bad car fatality. And so, of course, now they're going to be putting the blame on this person, that person. And y'all, I don't know what's really going on. A lot of us really don't know what's going on. But we do know they use these major media platforms to usher in the news that they want the masses to hear. And there'd be a reason why they want people to hear, or so-called, I'm not going to say no, but to hear this information. So, of course, they have their reports of how this is going to cause even more problems with leaders in different areas, even might be here also in the West, allegedly, and so these are just terrible, trying times. And it seems like nobody can just never overcome or try to overcome one situation without other things keep piling up on us. I even took a break last week from listening to so much of the news. And even though I know that's because these are ways that I communicate to you guys and try, for us to be staying on top of everything, because we really need to know. We really need to know. Sometimes this stuff can be overwhelming, especially when you're already dealing with so much in your own personal life, which all of us are dealing with. My goddaughter told me the other day, she's like, Mom, she called me Mom. I realized ever since the beginning of the pandemic, you've been very busy, you've been more worried, you're just different. I said, yeah, all of us. She said, yeah, a lot of us. So she said, but try not to feed so much into it and get back to you. Because y'all, this stuff can tear us down and tear us apart. But at the same time, even though I know a lot of people in the prep community be really worried and frantic, but we have to be informed and we have to stay prepared. And sometimes I just use this news now as information to feed my energy and to feed me some fuel to being as prepared as I possibly can. Yes, the list is infinite in regards to the types of preps we can have and we would need. It's so much we always need, right? And then always with the technology is always something more advanced that we could probably utilize. But it gets me even more prepared. I grow more food. I store more water. You know what I'm saying? I put a little bit more cash aside. I make a little bit more cash preparing for these times. I look for more land, to grow more food, for the food shortages and its extremely high food prices, which is going to continue to rise. Y'all, it's going to keep being major problems. And until we get our head wrapped around that and just know, like I said, not to worry, but just know that we are in the fight of our lives and we have to prep every single day as if our lives depend on it, because our lives does. And the information that we always hear, especially on lamestream media. We have to take precautions. You know, we do know that there's a lot of different news coming at us at more than one way. But even with hearing that, and it's important to know what they're putting out there and whatnot. Because I said, if you look at it in a positive way, it would give you that fuel that you need to get ready, stay ready. And these days, it's like we have to find ourselves, even more prepared in other ways that maybe pre-pandemic we didn't have to, in regards to these illnesses, that's amongst us. I know now I really don't go out a lot, and I'm not trying to encourage anybody else to, because you still have to live your life. And you still need to get out and exercise and experience nature and breathe the fresh air and take walks, and cycle and jog if you can, or just get out, you know what I mean? But I'm a little bit more precautious of where I go, when I go, because times matter too. Like in the grocery store, if I want to go to the grocery store, I don't even go to the grocery store as much, because first of all, I have preps that I have and that I use, food preps that I'm now have gone into, because I don't want to keep spending my money up on food. The price of the preps that I bought years ago are not the same prices now. But anyway, so when I go in the grocery store, I go early in the morning because there's not a lot of people in there, and I wear long sleeves. Like I'm going to church. I just recently started back going to church. I had stopped going to church for the last 2 years, since before the beginning of the pandemic. And so when I do go to these places, I make sure that I'm not really close to people. I see some people that sing in a choir, they'll wear a mask. So if they're singing and they don't want, spit or whatnot to go onto the next person, so they take precautions like that. Wearing long sleeves just in case somebody does have something when you go out, even in the markets. You don't want to rub against nobody, or, like lie against something or against the wall or anything. Y'all, it's just different ways we have to prepare ourselves. I keep some alcohol in my bags, even in my purse, and alcohol wipes. So when I'm going places, I can immediately wipe my hands or wipe whatever areas that was exposed to wherever I was. And even sometimes my face, I have like soap, I have water, all in my car or in my bag. It's a bag that I take with me when I go places as well. It's not my main bug out bag that I keep at my home, that it stays by my bed just in case in the middle of the night something happens, I have to go or whatever. But I take a little bag with me, and it has like some water, like a towel, some soap, some alcohol, because y'all, 91% alcohol kills a lot of stuff, But so yeah, these are things are ramping up for the worst, and there's a lot of things going on. So let's just stay prepared. It's going to continue to be a lot of crazy, questionable news. Don't let it upset you. Just get prepared. Please give this video a thumbs up, and then please support all the products that I'm about to speak about. I own. They're nobody else's products. I'm not promoting anybody's products, and I'm not endorsed by anybody other than you survivors who watch these videos and who share information with the platform. We do have some allegedly and good luck with that t-shirts. The links are in the description. All the proceeds go back into the channel, helps the channel. And if you're looking for bug out areas outside of Texas, in Texas, if you're in like a major city in Texas and you need some places to get you and your families to escape to when the cities become uninhabitable, because there soon will be inhabitable. We have links in the description for that. Also, some land for sale in Texas if you're looking to invest in some land here in Texas. Please give this video a thumbs up. Please follow me on my other platforms. Links will always also be in the description. And watch this world. Watch the weather. Smell your water. Boil your water or purify your water before you use it. Remember, things are ramping up for the worst. Get prepared now and keep surviving.